Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, so I collected this from one of our other sites yesterday, and I'm delighted actually with this car. It's a Mazda 6. It's the 2-litre petrol. Nothing wrong with diesel, but we don't really get many of these in petrol. Estate Sport Nav Plus Mazda 6. This is a 2018 model. So it's had all the revisions, and I'll go through the differences as we go around the car. And I'm quite enthusiastic about this particular model because I always had them as company cars before I opted out of the company car scheme because the tax was crippling. But these were my car of choice. Now this one's presented in Soul Red Crystal, okay, which is the more updated Soul Red paint, so it's a little bit shinier. It's the Estate with black leather. And it's in really lovely condition. Now, this car will benefit from a full valet, but my valet is extremely busy at the moment, getting through sold customers' cars. So I just took this to the hand car wash, gave it a quick clean for the aid of the video and the photos. Now, hopefully, you'll be able to see the condition this car's in. Now, apart from the odd little mark that will polish out, this car is very nice condition. It's covered a little over 16,000 miles. I've got the service history in the car on the passenger seat, which I'll share with you when we get inside the vehicle. Now, being the Plus model, the car has these wheels, okay, and it's got a revised interior. They're the main differences. But the interior differences, there's quite a few of them, which I shall share with you. Also, the car's got a detachable tow bar, which is really handy. So obviously you can take it off when you're not using it, and then just put it on, obviously when you need it. It's only really for a small trailer or something like that, but for a sort of a family car like this, you know, a little trailer on holiday for your tent or whatnot, would come in really handy. This is one of the cars that we sell a lot of tow bars for, this and the CX-5. And you've also got the benefit of the roof rails, but with the tow bar you can put a bike rack on it as well, but we're not having them on the roof, which is I would say the better option. So let me show you in the boot of the car. Now this car has benefited from having a boot mat. As a result, the back floor is in really lovely condition. Now, I was having a look under here. So there's your tow bar there, detachable tow bar. All the bits and pieces are in there. So that's the actual, do you call it the elbow? And there's the keys for the tow bar there. If you're one for a spare wheel, there is a space for a spare wheel under here. But as standard, that's what you get. You get the pump, etc. But if you do require a spare wheel, it can be bought as an accessory. You've got the tonneau cover that folds away. This one here is a luggage net, okay, which goes in place up there. Obviously, do excuse the little marks, and that's your luggage net there. So there's like two sections to it, and the seats fold. Let me do this side with these little levers, Karakuri seats, I think they call them. Oh, now they do go flat. But when the headrests are up, there you go, they get caught a little bit. So the seats fold, I would say very close to 180 degrees, so a really useful loading area. You've got loads of room in the back here. Look how deep that rear seat is, really fabulous. Air vents in the back, cooling and heating. I just want to check what's in here. Yes, as I suspected, you've got 2 USBs, so they're really handy because, you know, whether you're charging your phone or iPad or what it may be, I don't know, for the kids, toys, that comes in really useful. The rear ones are just for charging. I say just for charging. The fronts are for charging and for reading data. I'll show you where they are in a moment. But yeah, the car is all really lovely. There's no disagreeable odours. Roof's all in great shape. Always pay attention to the roofs now because hail damage, it can really catch you out. Not the end of the world, but yeah, it's all great there. You've got an electric electric driver and passenger seat. The passenger driver seat is also memory, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way electric seat there. Black leather, heated, 3-stage. This particular model, being the Sport's got the BOSE premium sound system as well. But the Sport Nav Plus cars, so you've got a revised interior, revised seating. The seats are a lot more, I would say, you sit on them rather than in them. The interior, center console, the climate control panel, the sat nav screen is bigger than on the earlier cars. You've got a heated steering wheel. You had that on the older cars, actually. No, forget that. But yeah, the dash, just the inside is just a nicer place to be. You've got the heads-up display as well on the windscreen. And the car has a lot more safety devices as standard. So you've got blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, high beam control, and the LED front lights, radar cruise control. That's one of the other features. So when you see a hollow Mazda badge, it won't have the radar. When it's filled like this, that's where the radar sits, and that's for the adaptive cruise control, or the Mazda radar cruise control, as they call it. You've got privacy glass for the rear windows. So it's a very well equipped car. Auto folding rear view, auto folding wing mirrors, which will fold in and out when you lock and unlock the car, but you can also do it manually here. You've got the heat memory seats there. So let me show you some of the features of this vehicle. So you've got keyless start and keyless entry, so you never have to get this out of your pocket or bag. Foot on the clutch, fires into life. Hopefully you can see, can you see the speed there? Yeah, displaying. You also get like your that little circle there that would display. Now we're on private land at the moment, but that would also display the speed limit of the area, which is really handy because you know, I did my test a long time ago. Sometimes you need a bit of a refresher. You know what the speed limits are, you know what the indicators are, you know, lampposts out, street lights, you know, tends to be a 30-mile-an-hour zone, but now there are 20 zones as well. Mileage is 16,498 miles. Okay. The car's all serviced. This has been mechanically prepped, ready to go. Let me share that with you, in fact. So here we are now. Now this car, I didn't know the previous owner personally, so I do apologise, because this dealership here, we tend to know the previous owners, but this one we bought from outside the company. So SG Petch in Darlington supplied the car 9 miles and it had its PDI. Then SG Petch did the first and second service. Okay, so one at 8,183, one at 12,431, and we've just done it here at 16,454 from my branch over at Weybridge, where we got the car from. So full history. There you go. There's the particulars of the car. And it's all done, lot service on the 8th of this month, so all ready to go. Now you've got up, down, in and out steering column, your auto lights, wipers, adaptive cruise control, so you don't have to keep adjusting it if the car in front slows down. You can decline, make calls. You've got your trip computer here. You've got your heated steering wheel, heated seats, 3-stage, dual zone climate control, 6-speed gearbox, finger brake rather than electric handbrake. I prefer, it's easier to explain it to people. And you've got hill hold assist, so don't worry about, oh, how do I do a hill start. Multimedia commander, which operates this. This is touch screen when the car's stationary, and for obvious reasons, when it's we're moving along, it's disabled as a touch screen, but you can operate from here. So let me run you through. Now, a few months after this car was made, on the apps page, you would actually get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can still upgrade this system to have that. Please inquire. It's about £350, but I'm sure we can have a deal with you. You know, maybe do that at a preferential rate if you did want it with the car. That means you can mirror your phone and the apps and bits and pieces on there. And then as standard, you've got fuel economy monitor, vehicle status monitor. So the vehicle status, for example, warning guidance. Let's have a look here. You know, if you're low on fuel, which we're not, it's unusual, would flag up there. Fuel economy monitor. Now this car has actually it's almost like a mild hybrid vehicle, works in the same way. You've got IE loop, so there's capacitors in the car like a secondary battery, and when you're slowing down it will charge that battery, so it will reroute that energy. Instead of wasting that energy, it will charge that battery, and that battery will be used to work the climate control, you know, the stereo, bits and pieces, the lights, etc. So there's less strain on the engine, so you'll get a better fuel consumption. All right, and it's also got an intelligent engine start stop, so when you're in traffic, when the car is ready, i.e. you don't have the aircon on, the battery's fully charged, the engine's not too hot, too close, and I think it only works when you've got your seatbelt on as well. That will go to ready status. Foot on the brake, when you're out of gear, the engine will turn off. So it's better for the environment, ultimately saves you money as well. Okay, so that's the boring stuff. Boring for me anyway. And then on the entertainment side, you've got FM, AM, DAB radio. I'm a big fan of DAB. I can listen to LBC all around the country. AHA and Stitcher are internet apps, and Bluetooth, obviously, from your phone. So you've got, well, certainly enough to entertain myself, but you still do have a CD player. I say still, I know a lot of cars don't have them. And the communication side of things, once you've paired your phone up, you'll get your phone book, your call list, received, dialed, missed, will all come up there. If you've got an Android phone, it will also read your text messages. Sat nav, it's got a very comprehensive sat nav. I've driven around Europe using these sat navs, never had any bother at all. Find address, put your town or postcode in, off you go. I don't know, if you're hungry a long route, which I'm always hungry, you can search for eateries at your destination, around your destination, or, you know, on the journey to it, and the direction. You can also have the facility to set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone. So it'll even tell you, if, for example, if you search for petrol stations, the fuel prices, and it'll give you live traffic updates. So really comprehensive. Looks up to date as well. Even though the car's like 3 years old, it still does look very much up to date. In your settings page now, I'm sorry that we've got a lot of light here. Let me see if I can get this. So you've got settings. You've got your AD display, which is that there. You can adjust the brightness, etc. there. Display mode. I'm going to increase the brightness for the for the benefit of this video. That's better. Okay. That's better. I hope you can all see better now. So you've got, you know, display settings. Now the safety settings are amazing. Distance recognition support system, which is like part of your radar cruise control. You've got your smart city brake support, so there's cameras if you get too close to the car, person, object, or low wall. If the car thinks you're not intending to take that maneuver, it will apply the brakes, and that's operational under 20 miles an hour. Fantastic thing. It saved me from hitting a few low walls. And if you sort of get distracted in traffic, it's a hot day, you're in traffic for ages, if you get too close to the car in front, it will put the brake on. So really, really great. And even if, you know, you think, oh, well, that never happens to me, great thing is it should lower your insurance premium, because most accidents happen at low speed. Blind spot monitoring. So there's little lights here, difficult to see, and they'll light up, and then they're easy to see, of course. They'll light up if someone overtakes you or undertakes you, so it'll warn you, just be careful. Lane keep assist, so you've got lane keep assist. So if you're driving along the motorway and you kind of veering out of the lane and you're not indicating, the car, you'll feel the car resist and keep you in lane. If you actually let go of the steering wheel, and I'm not promoting you do this, of course, it'll correct you twice and then tell you to hold the steering wheel. So it's obviously that next step, I think, or one of the earliest steps to this sort of driverless cars that we're going to have, I'd imagine, in the future. Traffic sign recognition, parking sensors. You've got rear colour camera as well. So the car is super well equipped, and hang on, without going on too long, so we're 15 minutes in, you've got the BOSE Sound System settings there, clock settings, vehicle settings. You can have things like, you know, see your home lights, so when you lock the car, the lights stay on for 30 seconds, so you can see you to the door. So I don't want to, we're almost 16 minutes in now. If there's any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact any of us at any time of day. Also, the car will come with a 12-month Mazda warranty. Also has 12 months roadside assistance and MOT insurance for the first MOT, so certain things are covered. Part exchange is extremely welcome, and if you have a look on our website, you'll notice, oh, you know, we're selling other cars than Mazdas. We get lots of part exchanges from a lot of our conquest business, brand conquest, you know, people coming from other brands, and if they're nice, we do retail them. So don't think, oh, perhaps TWIs can't give us the best possible price. Do try us, we'll do our best, we may even surprise you. If there's any more specific videos and photos you'd like, also please don't hesitate to ask. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye bye.